Go. Welcome everyone to Windows on Wellness. I am delighted to be joined today by my lovely friends. I have Angela de la Rosa, who is, among other things, a doTERRA wellness advocate. And I have Sahar, who is a homeopath, and she's recently also become somebody who is interested in using doTERRA essential oils. So I'm Shehnaaz, I'm a doTERRA wellness advocate, and I also run a business which is called My Wellness Zone, where I bring in people who love to talk about wellness, which is what we're going to talk about today. So welcome everyone, and thanks for taking the time to listen. We're going to ask ourselves a couple of questions today. We're going to ask ourselves what wellness means to us. And then we're going to talk about some tips that we have around particular issues that many of us are facing. So we'll look at stress, and we'll look at using natural ways, alternative ways to help our children also in the area of wellness. So we're going to go round in a minute. I'm going to start by saying what wellness means to me, and then I'll come to Angela and to Sahar. So when I think about wellness, I think about a path. I think about an everyday commitment. I think about my self-care, and I think about, in fact, well-being as an ongoing journey, rather than saying, one day I will be well and everything that I'm dealing with will go away. We know that life is not like that. So for me, wellness is about making an intention every day to be mentally, physically, emotionally the best I can be. So, Angela, what does wellness mean to you?
Hi, for me, wellness basically means the lifestyle, means taking care of basically like everything when it involves what involves your body to be healthy, your mind to be healthy, your spirit to be healthy, and just basically just do what's best in terms of food, in terms of physical movement, exercise. It means taking the time to relax, taking the time to actually like find different ways to make your body feel better, make your mind feel better. And yeah, it's an everyday thing in which like basically you're just taking care of yourself and making yourself a priority. That's what wellness means to me.
Love it. And your Insta handle is Angela Mind Body Spirit. Love it.
Oh.
And so, how about you? What does wellness mean to you?
So for me, wellness is basically, to look after yourself as number one in order to be healthy, and you can look after your loved ones. Keeping up with the maintenance. Personally, I think wellness is also about avoiding conventional medicines, being more holistic. As much holistic as possible in different paths. So, for example, using homeopathic remedies, using acupuncture as an alternative, Reiki, all sorts of different branches, essential oils even, anything that can help you to maintain the health and well-being. I think that is the key. Having some me time, just eating healthy, exercise regular basis, drinking lots of water, and just keeping up with everything really, because life just gets harder and harder. It won't be any easiest. Therefore, just continuation with being healthiness.
Amazing, thank you. And you've both mentioned that kind of holistic approach, and also, Angela, you used the word lifestyle, and I think lifestyle medicine, energy medicine, holistic healing, all of these things have been really, they're ancient, so there's wisdom there also, but they've had a modern, if you like, uplift, and definitely last year, over the last 15 months or 16 months, wherever we are now, it's really become something that has heightened in people's understanding of how to take a fuller approach and to take responsibility for their own well-being. So now I'd like to come to some of our tips around alternative ways, natural ways, plant-based ways to take care of ourselves. So Angela, in your experience, when it comes to dealing with stress or with anxious feelings, how do you use your essential oils to help you?
Sure. Yeah, it's basically a combination of many things. But essential oils have been since January. That's basically when I found them, because before that I didn't really know anything about them. They become basically an everyday thing for me, and not only for me, but for my husband. And I'm actually quite happy about it because he in the beginning he was like, oh, you and your oils, I mean, there you go, yeah, all you think about is oils. But now, like for instance on Sunday, he was watching, I was sort of watching football with him, and I don't know if you guys heard about this guy who basically like kind of died on the pitch. Christian Eriksen, I think he's called. See, I'm not a football person, but like, I mean, I was there on and off watching it with him, and he just basically collapsed and he kind of died. He had a cardiac arrest. So we were, because we saw it and we saw how they reacted and how everyone reacted, like we were actually like, I was having a panic attack and he was very anxious and he's like, Angela, I need your oils. I need your oils. And at that time, I put lavender on him and I was like, did it work? And he's like, yeah, and it worked for me. So there you go. So it's not only for me, only for him. So now it has become, a lifestyle. Well, not as much as it does with me, but definitely for him as well. Like each night he wants his marjoram, his lavender for his back, and like he uses deep blue rub, for instance, for when he has like muscle problems. So, but in terms of me, for stress and anxiety, as I said, it's a combination of many things that I've been doing for the last year. But my oils have to be with me literally 24/7. And yeah, I use it in blends. Sometimes I use them, straight neat in drops. It's inhale, put them on my feet. Each morning I use balance on my feet, on behind my neck, put it on my wrist. I literally put it as many places as I can. That's how much I love that oil. And I just get on with my day. And if I feel uneasy throughout the day, I have ylang ylang, I have lavender, I have balance, I have vetiver, I have cedarwood. I have a whole lot of like the oils that come with me, like if I'm on the go.
Yes.
And yeah, so now it's basically just making blends that I have in rollers like this one. I have actually 2 that I can use.
Amazing.
And they're just part of my life, really, and they soothe me, and I can see the benefits of them, like as Sahar said, is using a holistic approach. And yes, I could be using or taking, in this case, how do you call it, conventional medicine for anxiety. Could be taking beta blockers. I could be taking anything that the doctor would prescribe me, which is okay for other people, but for me that wasn't an option, because I know the side effects of this medicine, this medicine.
Yes.
So to me that wasn't an option. So it's been harder, yes. I mean, I think that anyone who's like either in chronic pain or something, that it's so much easier just to take a pill and just ease it. It's just so much easier. But in the long term, what is going to happen with my kidneys? What is going to happen with my liver? What is going to happen with, anything? With in the long run, like your body's storing that, because that's not natural, right? Yes. So yeah, it could be easier, but I didn't take the easy option. I took just the best option that I think it is for me. And to me, that's one of them is definitely my essential oils. Like when I'm in, in terms of like anxious feeling going, skyrocket, like I just use my oils, and I just like, that's basically like a nice soothing effect that I have. I mean, and it works, and then I know that there's no nasties in it. So
thank you.
Yeah.
That's so good to hear. And as you say, it's kind of, rather than thinking about how many side effects am I going to get from this conventional track that I'm on, actually with the essential oils in particular, which is what I know most about, you're getting more side benefits from utilizing the oils, because as we know with plant-based medicine, there are so many compounds in each particular single oil, and then when you powerfully blend them, as you've taught yourself to do, Angela, I think this is amazing, because we support each other to understand what each of the oils can do. And then when you learn about them in combination, you're just saying thanks to nature for giving us all the solutions, and then we're figuring out for ourselves what works well for us. So for me, when I think about this going forward, you know, I have two girls, and one of them's in her teenage years and the other is younger. For me, this is about empowering, again, to make those choices. So we'll always have the allopathic route, the conventional medicine route. We love our, you know, health professionals. They do their best. When we need their help, absolutely, we'll go and get it. But how good is it to also take some of that responsibility for yourself and understand what you need? So my quick example is my 8-year-old, when she has, she feels her tummy is not feeling great, or she can't go to the loo, something like that has happened. Well, then she'll just come to me, and she knows that she needs the digestive blend. So fennel and caraway and peppermint, it's all in there, and it's pre-mixed into that rollable. She just comes and puts it on her tummy directly, and it's in a coconut oil. So, you know, she knows it's safe for her. It's diluted because she's got young skin. They don't need as much perhaps as we do, but she's self-servicing. She knows, Mommy, I need Zengest. She'll go and put it on her tummy, and she's done. My older daughter, like with your husband, Angela, you know, if there's growing pains for my daughter, she'll come and get the deep blue rub, a little pea-sized amount, and she'll rub it onto the muscle wherever it is that's aching. So this is about empowering our young people not to have a reliance on drugs and medication that has side effects, but to be in partnership with nature and draw there the inspiration to heal. So Sahar, what about for an alternative therapy or an alternative medicine? Can we use homeopathy for children? We can use essential oils for children if they're doTERRA, they're good quality, they're, you know, pure and the best in the world, I would say. What about homeopathy? Can you use that for children?
Absolutely, 100%. Actually, homeopathy works wonderful with children because they are so pure. They haven't had any trauma in life. You know, yes, perhaps certain things have been passed to them through genetically, such as skin conditions like eczema, if the mother has had it, for example, or the father had it, or for example, through while the mother being breastfed, if that has been passed on to them, yeah, they will bound to get it, but they react so much faster and better to homeopathic remedies than adults do, because they are so young, pure, you know, so much of not so much of a mental trauma has been happening to them. So therefore they react wonderfully, especially little babies. Oh my God, they react so beautifully. If they have, let's say, teething or earache, just a single dose of chamomilla, for example, or belladonna, if they have high temperature, you just mix in water, just give it to them in a sips. It's just amazing what it does. So yeah, it does help a lot, and much more better way
going forward. Thank you so much. Wonderful. We've taken a little exploration now just between us. We've talked a little bit about what wellness means for us, and we've spoken about making our own kind of remedies or going and getting qualified advice from someone like yourself. And I know you're also using the essential oil. So none of these are, as Angela was saying, you know, there's a number of things that you can empower yourself with. It doesn't have to be, oh, if I'm doing this, I can't do that. You can absolutely put this into a mix that works for you. Yes, so I'm sure that we'll connect again and we can speak about some other topics. Anyone who's watching, we would love to know what you'd like to hear about next. We can pick an issue and we can talk about how to use different approaches to that issue, taking nature, taking complementary alternative approaches to empower ourselves. And so I would leave you with this quote that I found on my friend's Instagram account. Actually, she just wrote the words healthy self, and if you reposition the space, healthy self reads heal thyself.
Oh, lovely.
Interesting.
Nice. Yeah.
So it was lovely to speak with you all, and we will
Likewise.
speak again. And
Thank you very much.
thank you, Angela. Thank you, Sahar.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Angela, as well. That was
Thank
really
you.
good,
Thank you
both
very
of
much,
you.
both of
Thank
you.
you. Take
Thank
care.